almost undoable. So I do have a lot of faith in Na'Vi to win this map, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see whether or not ESC are feeling really hyped about the cobblestone win and are able to bring that into Mirage as well. If they get off to a hot start, winning the pistol and the first buy round, then they could get on a roll.
Oh, Innocent does open up with a really sexy shot on StarX there. Now they are charging into the bomb site. Rallen lands a very good long distance shot there and is ready as well, but not for Edward being boosted up here. Sphero trying to do what he could do. Grenade bounces in, but it just hits that box. Minis down in the middle here. Looking for Edward as well, and the headshot is not going to be successful. The grenade, again, goes too far. 2 grenades from ESC that could have made a big difference. Now the bomb is down. Minis walking in, looking for Edward. In CT spawn, Sparrow goes down, so now it's a very, very bad 1-on-2 here for Minis. And won't make it out either.
Well, it looked pretty promising with Innocent picking up that entry frag, and I think I was pretty confident that Rallen would be able to pick up another frag. Once he got the guy coming out from apps, I was sure he was going to get the second guy coming in towards him from the connector. I think if he actually had managed to get that frag, that would have made it so much harder for Na'Vi.
It's pretty much Edward saving the day.
Yeah.
Look at Na'Vi, though. They're not going to take a slow fight against these scouts. They're going to go full man mode into this bomb site, and I kind of like that. Minis waiting in the background here. Sparrow with the deagle in hand. Innocent will take down 1, and actually ESC is doing some really good damage here. Body shot onto StarX as well. This could be a little bit scary for Na'Vi.
You can be sure about that. They're dropping very low here. StarX down to 4 HP, Guardian down to 16. They're not looking too healthy. 2 scouts, though. So, I mean, with them so low, Bauzio came so close to tagging that shot onto StarX through the smoke. What? And he gets him through the box. So now 2-on-2. They don't have a kit, though. That's the problem here. ESC, they need to get the kills fast. And it goes the other way around. Seized in Guardian will find the frags.
That was
expensive. Expensive anti-eco for Na'Vi, for sure. But with the way that it started out, I think they can be okay with having 2 members survive. And it's not like ESC didn't invest anything at all to that round. It's weird to see Na'Vi moving up that fast, though, because we're used to seeing them just sitting around waiting till there's 10 seconds left before they actually move.
And once again here, we're witnessing around where they are actually being, pretty quick getting into the bomb site here, leaving the rest of ESC in the middle. Grenades going to fly in as well, do a little bit of damage onto Minis, and the mouse is going to go down. So, nice shot from Innocent there through the smoke. Just catching Zeus, but it won't be enough. This time, they're only going to get the 1 kill in Guardian, currently at 8-0-0, so pretty decent start for him.
Now, what I'm curious about is whether Na'Vi are going to maintain this kind of pressure going into a buy round here for ESC. Because, okay, you're throwing your weight around, it's eco rounds for ESC, right? You're only having to worry about the pistol, and maybe they're not that worried about the CZ anymore, right? So Na'Vi are willing to throw their weight, but in a buy round, are they going to go for something just as quick? And yes, they are. They're going up into B apartments really early here.
Sparrow wants to peek them out there. Gotta be careful jumping against Guardian, but he will survive for now.
Man, he's getting naded down as well. Just a couple steps too far. That double nade would have ruined his day. And now Na'Vi, they choose not to commit. Second man has been rotated on there. Minais is now here to support on B site, so it'd be a bit of a tough situation if Na'Vi decided to run through B apartments now. So they're going to slow it down once again. And this is the thing. They did poke about early to see if they could find an early frag. And if they found that early frag, then they definitely would have sped up towards that B site. But now Na'Vi decided to go back to the tried and true and run the clock down.
Yeah, I think they're going to end up faking it out. I think they're going to have Edward and also Guardian over here making some noise. But the thing is, Minis is right here, and he's going to catch them coming around this corner. He's waiting with the M4 in hand. 3 people coming in. Minis picks the first, goes for second, and he almost sprays right between them. That's terrible. Sparrow is there to try and pick it up, but Guardian also picked up Rallen, the other bomb site. It's 25 seconds, and the bomb gets dropped. Sparrow with a big kill. Now Na'Vi is in a lot of trouble. I think they just lost that round.
They did.
Well, let's not count Edward out.
Well, he needs to pick up 3 frags, because they're not going to get the bomb plant.
10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. And we saw a case of Na'Vi being too hesitant. And again, it's something about that magical area here in B apps, like the front part of B apps, that just seems to have some sort of a force field that prevents terrorists from jumping out. Because as soon as they get the frag, they need to run out. They just need to go all in, commit to the bomb site. There's no way they can rotate over towards the A site anyway, regardless of how it goes for Guardian and Edward on the other side of the map. So I don't see any logical reason for them to actually stick around in B apps for that long.
It doesn't feel like it, but it's become something that we just started noticing a lot, and maybe we'll get a good explanation for it one day. Right now, though, ESC, they announced their way back into the game early on, and Vendetta, you were talking about momentum and how it might carry over from Cobblestone, but they lost the pistol, so that's obviously a little bit of a downer. But then, you know, you pick it up as soon as you get rifles. You actually kind of shut Na'Vi out of the map pretty quickly, so that's good. Now they just need to keep on going where they left off in the last round. Mouse holding up by the A balcony and just waiting a little bit. He's got Rallen closed down by Shadows as well, and pretty far away is Innocent, but they do actually have 3 people here. This can work out really well for ESC.
Yeah, the question is, well, there's the answer. Zeus, could he take out Miles right there to create an opening? He will not. Rollin will shut down Seas, who's trying to push through, and that's the bomb out in the open now. Na'Vi are committed to this A site with 35 seconds left on the clock. They have to find a kill, but they're getting picked apart one after another. Starks finally replies, takes Rollin out, but he's going to get caught and turned by Innocent. And just like that, it's down to Edward for Na'Vi with 25 seconds left, no time at all.
And Edward, yeah, there's not much he could do. 12 health here, picks up the AWP and makes a run for it. Vendetta, in Na'Vi's mind, how was that round going to work out for them?
That's, yeah, I mean, if you're asking me, I'm asking you. It's kind of hard to say what they were thinking right there. And again, I feel like they're not committing heavily enough to whatever they try to do. They just kind of get stuck at a certain point, and a sort of a bottleneck, and it makes it so much easier for ESC to anti-flash and get good nades in and be able to get proper crossfires and trade efficiently with each other. So yeah, Na'Vi just needs to step on the gas and move forward at all times when they finally decide for what bomb site they're going to go for.
Did Edward really hand that rifle away?
Yeah, it was an op for Guardian.
Yeah, but how does he not have an AK then? He's just going to go into this with the USPS. Okay, then.
Well, yeah. He didn't get any money, so I think he's just banking on Guardian, doing a lot of work here. He's putting his faith in his teammate.
Seized, who did get an AK, goes down to Manice, who's just been doing pretty solidly so far. Going to re-peek against Starix, and it does some fair damage. The grenade's going to miss again, and he will be going down in the end. Now all the way in the back, Sparrow comes out with a good kill early on, but he goes down to Starix. It's 2-on-2. A good chance here for Na'Vi to do something, although the bomb is actually dropped up in the apartment, so they're going to be wasting a lot of time getting in here, picking it up, and then going back out again, and they got to be careful. Rallen spots them down into the site. Molotov rains in, is going to land behind and just do a little bit of damage maybe. Zeus with a good kill. Rallen now 1-on-2. And he knows where one is. He pretty knows where the other one is too. He's going to spot out Starix. A good kill through the box. He sees Zeus as well and has a kit. He's going to go straight for the defuse here. Just holding it down, and Zeus is not aware. Rallen, he picks up the kill as well as the defuse. A great 1-on-2 situation here for the Polish player. And again, that's a triple kill in total here. And making it 3-3. That's a big upset for Na'Vi. They had that round.
Yeah, them losing the bomb back in apps there kind of hurt them. So they weren't able to get into really good positions. You saw, I can't remember if it was Starix or Zeus who actually planted the bomb, but the guy who planted the bomb for Na'Vi was more or less stuck there for the worst. Yeah, Starix was more or less stuck, and he had no real way of actually getting out of that sticky situation.
And Starix, man, he's really having a rough couple rounds here. Gets pinned down in A apartments and torn to shreds. Rollin will find him. Guardian does manage to find Manize, however, waiting on short. So that could be an opening here for Na'Vi to try and pounce and get control of a site. They are trying to put pressure into mid, but is it going to be down to Guardian here to actually try and create an opening? He's starting to scope up towards this B site now.
Not going to be easy, is it?
Yeah, ESC are doing a really good job of playing this patiently, and I think they're doing it. Well, partly because Rallen is pushing aggressively from apps here.
Oh, but he gets caught by Zeus. The timing not working out. Sparrow gonna go down as well. Innocent and Mouse are left. That if Rallen had got the right timing against Zeus, then if he just got himself into position, that would have been a round-winning move right there. Good pickup for Mouse, and the follow-up Molotov is actually going to keep him back a little bit here. Zeus going to have to wait. He has the bomb. He can't wait. He actually has to get in here. Now Innocent has shown up as well. If they lose because of the time again, that's too much to handle. Innocent picks up 1 kill here. Zeus on 32 has eventually tried to... He has to get down the bomb at some point. He's going to fake it once. 16 seconds. The bomb is dropped. Na'Vi, they may have just done it again. That was from a 2-on-4 into a 1-on-2 now. Edward fakes it once. He's going to go down. It's Mouse picking up 3 kills in the round. Solid defense right now from ESC. They're really coming out of these situations ahead of Na'Vi, even though they probably shouldn't.
Well, in that scenario, I think Na'Vi made quite a big mistake, or Zeus made a quite big mistake. I'm perfectly fine with him trying to do the fake plant. It could obviously work, but I don't see the reasoning for him being the aggressor in that situation and trying to search for a pick, because the fake plant is, I guess, the thought behind it is that he's, Rallen is just going ham on the Na'Vi team right now, picking up 2 frags, but the idea is that you're going to draw people out to you.
Yeah.
So why would you go search for them if you're trying to draw them out? It's kind of counterintuitive.
Just a little bit. Nice kill from Seized on Sparrow. The Tech 9 power again reigning in. But yeah, I agree. That was a poorly handled situation from Na'Vi. They certainly had the manpower to try and play that differently. And they even had the time once the Molotov went down. I think it was about 30 seconds left. So it's not like they were completely screwed either. But
Real quick before we move on from that round, from that discussion, I also want to give a big point to Innocent, because he laid down one of the sickest long-range sprays on Guardian to get that kill, which made it possible for ESC to even challenge Zeus and force Zeus into that whole scenario. So, Innocent, big points, big kudos.
Rallen and Venice picking up the entry frags here. I mean, Na'Vi are on the less favored side, right? I think if Na'Vi get up to like 5 rounds on this first half, they're going to be alright. So it's not that terrible. It's just that a lot of these rounds have seemed so winnable for Na'Vi, and yet they somehow come out on bottom anyway. Guardian finally replying with 1 kill, going to be able to scope out Sparrow, but he's being shot in the back. Minais, so Minis will pick up the last kill there as well and make it to 6-3.
ESG playing really well right now.
To me, it just looks like confidence. Just very confident play now coming in from ESC. They're taking these battles at range and winning them. And then they're even willing to go for risky plays, push through smoke. Once they figure out, okay, 2 guys on short, they're right on the other side of this smoke. They'll never expect me pushing right in behind them. I mean, it didn't work out because Guardian point blanked them with the op afterwards. But still, those kinds of plays are going to mess with Navi's heads as well, because then Na'Vi have to constantly worry, are these guys going to push at us? Are they going to go for something crazy again?
Sparrow gets the first kill, can't find the follow-up. They were just too close, and they also managed to lose Minis up in the B apartments, who was pushed up aggressively, so that gives the entrance. But Innocent mistake catches Zeus' leg, and that's going to be the bomb drop. That gives a lot of time now for the rotation coming in here. 2-on-3, Rallen gets the kill on Starix, and Seized is going to fall as well. ESC is functioning at a pretty high level. Now it's not even like close. Na'Vi are just getting shut out before they get into the bomb sites.
Yeah, and ESC actually gave Na'Vi a pretty golden opportunity to get onto the side. I think Minis actually pushing that aggressively into B apps was a tad too risky, especially with his teammate getting picked off on short. So they got both people down who were holding B down pretty quickly. So they definitely had the opportunity to get onto the site, but ESC are so on point with their rotations right now.
Yeah, I think it was Innocent dropping Zeus, basically, dropping that bomb out in the open. It was really just perfect timing for him to take a peek and actually land that shot.
Oh, Mouse. Is he disconnected? I'm guessing the answer is yes, so hopefully that won't have too big of an impact on the round. That would be horrendous. He's going to go down. Sparrow with a good kill, but still a 4-on-4 situation here. Rallen spraying down Starix, jumping over his Seas to pick up the 1. Innocent next in line to fall and out, so 1-on-1, and it's Guardian versus Minis, and the grenade up there. Guardian losing a lot of health, but he gets the kill anyway, and Na'Vi will win the round. That was definitely an unfortunate time to be disconnected.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much a guaranteed win for ESC if Miles is not disconnected. Because he would have had all the time in the world to just spray down several Na'Vi members dropping down from apps onto site. So that's just very, very unlucky for ESC.
Without a doubt, that's going to be really frustrating. Obviously, a tough situation for ESC, especially coming off such a big lead. He's really quickly back in, so it could have been that something just, his internet just briefly cut out, something like that. Hopefully not too much of an issue here. 7-4 leading into the 12th round, the ESL Pro League here. Still in the early stages. Second day that we're doing it.
Yeah, hopefully ESC are not too rattled by what just happened, because I think they also feel like that's a round they should have had. With how well they've been playing versus Na'Vi, when they have weapons, they definitely would feel confident about winning an eco round, or versus an eco round.
Look at the state of their money now as well. Like, this is now danger zone territory here for ESC. If they were to lose this, they're going to be on eco. So that one round was a very big one there for Na'Vi to win an eco, and now put ESC in a very tough position. Innocent having a bit of a rough start already, getting dropped down to half as well. That's not going to help things here for ESC.
No, well, but he might be in a position to pick off Edward. I think they just want to get in here. Nice flashbang coming in there from Na'Vi. Innocent going to get shot in the back, and this is where Na'Vi really start to get back into the game. Rallen is going to fall, and there will be a 2-on-5. Sparrow and Minis left, and some really, really nice spray through the smoke there from Minis, but not enough, I think, to actually pick up the kills. And in the end, Sparrow, he's going to take the one with him. I don't think he can get in here and actually win the round, and he's going to get shut down as well. So now 5 rounds for Na'Vi, and Eco coming up from ESC as well.
And apparently, Mouse's issues are continuing.
Oh man, that one disconnect could have potentially just cost them 2 rounds. So instead of it being 9-3, it's now 7-5.
Yeah, and in addition to that, they probably could have held Na'Vi from getting a bomb plant, so they could have basically held Na'Vi to an offless existence, which is obviously something you aim for when you're playing versus a guy like Guardian. If you can keep him away from the op for as many rounds as possible, because at a certain point Na'Vi are going to feel like they need rounds, so they need to buy up, even if Guardian can afford an up or not. So that could have very well been the situation with ESC up 9-3, Na'Vi not being able to afford an op on Guardian, but still being forced to kind of buy up every single round because they need to get more rounds on the board before the second half starts. And right now, this connection issue with Mouse is just... It's more... Yeah, it seems... I guess it sounds weird, but it's the connection issues that are kind of breaking ESC, not as much Na'Vi.
Yeah, I think that's it. Like, you couldn't ask for a better time to have a problem with your internet, as those 2 rounds were crucial. And Na'Vi, I mean, the eco and then the follow-up, it's the 2 biggest rounds so far of this entire map. And Na'Vi, like, for them to be able to pick those 2 rounds up, that's just put them right back into this game. Because we really could be looking at a 9-3 scoreline right now from ESC. I don't even think that would be much of a stretch. I don't think they would have much trouble dealing with Na'Vi on that eco if it weren't for Mouse being AFK and CT. So,
yeah. And
that's a real problem when you get 2 rounds on the board that really shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, and the snowball effect is just way too real, because we saw ESC losing to the eco round of Na'Vi, and then being forced in a really awkward situation where they couldn't be able to buy after, the 2 previous rounds. If they win that eco, they actually have the opportunities to build more of a bank and potentially have several buy rounds in a row and get back at Na'Vi and break their economy. So yeah, as you said, it's by large, it's the most important round, and it's just the most unfortunate situation that ESC could find themselves in.
Looking really sketchy at the moment. Mouse going to peek out. A little bit too many people up there. He goes down. Innocent goes down. And even though Minis was trying for a full flank, Guardian was ready for it. And the anti-eco is just a completely flawless one, cleaning up all of ESC. Now the Polish team can finally buy again, and they've got to make this 9-6. But even then, that is a lot of rounds for Na'Vi in this first half here. It's looking all of a sudden very good for the CIS team.
Yeah, essentially, this is all going to ride now in the pistol round for the second half. No matter the score at this point, ESC are going to need a strong start on their T side if they want to have a chance at fighting back versus Na'Vi here. And Navi not really going for the all-out aggression either this time. Really changing up the pace of their game, taking their time with this setup, and just canvassing this map, making sure that ESC can't really push at them anywhere.
Rallen has taken up a pretty aggressive position though in the A pit, so you might be able to catch someone off guard.
He needed a flash in. That's unfortunate. Guardian was waiting.
Yeah, and instead of Navi being in this awkward situation money-wise, now it's ESC find themselves at, looking at an eco every time they lose a buy round. So this is a really big round. This could easily end up at 8-7 in favor of Navi, because the port spy that ESC potentially might have to do is going to be pretty bad.
Yeah, they are walking. You can see Mouse standing in the corner like this. Innocent trying to fight it out, but it's going to come down to Mouse, and he gets dropped. Guardian just jumping up on the box with the AWP, leaving Manice 1-on-4 here. He goes down as well. Guardian triple kill in the round, dropping a total of 20 kills in the first 14 rounds. That is completely absurd and really quite outrageous, but not really too surprising with Guardian. He sometimes does just get into this mode of playing. So now they are obviously going to force it up in the last round here, but it's not going to be that impressive. This is taking it from being just a very sad first half for ESC all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was looking really good. It was actually looking like they might be able to trounce Na'Vi on Na'Vi's map, because they could have gotten off to an exceptional start, or they did get off to a really good start on Mirage, and who's to say that they wouldn't be able to close out the remaining rounds, because they were definitely looking like they were winning rounds without too many problems.
Yeah, I mean, what's weird is that initially it was really close. It was down to 2-on-2s, and ESC just managed to pull through. Just, by the skin of their teeth, they managed to get those rounds. And then afterwards, it's starting getting into, after the first couple of rounds, there was actually ESC sort of denying Na'Vi even a chance to get into the bomb sites. And it just kept looking more and more convincing right up until that one round, and that's it. Can't believe it.
Hopefully the ESC members, or Mouse is able to sort this out so he can play, because right now he's standing more AFK than actually moving around.
Yeah, some sort of issue. His ping seems to be fine, but obviously there's something going on that we're not quite aware of. So haven't heard anything from any admins yet. I'm sure they are working hard on figuring out the issue, and then we should be able to resume the game, hopefully without too much of an interruption. The third map, by the way, if it goes down to it, if Na'Vi can win here on Mirage, would be Overpass, which I don't know. I don't know how good ESC are on it. I know Na'Vi could be really good on it.
Now, on Overpass?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Na'Vi, going into DreamHack Winter, Overpass was pretty much their strongest map, according to them. They were just like, yep, we want to play everybody we can on this map, because that's how we feel very confident on it. So if it makes it, if this goes to Overpass, ESC are going to be hard pressed. I don't think there's much there. Na'Vi at that point, I think we'll just eventually crush right through them. Now, so that ESC can recover some kind of composure here, recover their composure here, because they need to find something to get back into this game mentally. I think a couple of these rounds have really screwed with their heads now, and they're missing shots that they wouldn't have missed at the beginning of the half.
The tilt effect is all the way in, and it's going to be Edward opening up on Minis. That's unfortunate. Innocent trying to look at the edge of the smoke, can't really connect, and Sparrow's actually been jumping out of the bomb site as well. Zeus will go down. Guardian with a good return kill. They need to defend this B bomb site, which is where all the action is happening. Sparrow finally landing a headshot, but he's also going to find himself alone in a 1-on-3 and goes down to the hands of Guardian. It's another triple kill. Is now 23, and we're moving into the second half here. That's all the way from it being the first 3 rounds. Then there's a block of 7 rounds in a row here for ESC, and then Na'Vi come back and win the last 5 of them. That's super upsetting.
It's not how we wanted to play this out, for sure. I was starting to get really excited for ESC because they were playing well and they had the potential to get into double figures. And it could have been a really tight game. Right now, I think the deficit is too big. Na'Vi winning the T side I think that might just be too much for ESC to get back from.
Look at Navi's way of playing this middle area. This is kind of cool, though. They basically have like a shooting gallery, a lineup ready to fight, but then ESC are going to take them up on the offer, and so far it's Navi coming out on top with some good headshots. And over at the A-bomb side also, Minis trying to charge in here. It's him and Rallen left, and they're in a 2-on-2, so at the end it kind of equalizes. Obviously, ESC must win the pistol.
Sees his position here. It's going to be crucial. Holding on short like this. Rollin's about to walk right around the corner. Seized. Is he going to be watching for this? The timing is going to be crucial. Can Rollin actually get this read? Or is Seized going to walk into him? Seized, there you go. They spot each other. Good damage dealt to Seized, however. He definitely loses that duel.
Grenade, a little bit too late as well. The bomb is making its way in. They just need to kill Seized. They're coming in from either side. Starix has to try and come and help out, but that's going to be the one kill in from Inis. Rallen currently rocking a triple kill as Starix will be the only one left here. 1-on-2. Without a kit currently picked up, I think there's one up here somewhere. But this is not going to be easy. It's a very, very tough retake on his hands.
All right, well, let's see. Starix is going to walk right into Manaz, who managed to reposition himself up in B apartments. Great recovery from ESC in that round. When it was a bit touch and go there, that just turned into a brawl. That's when you see two guys just trying to slug it out, basically. You know, there's no finesse to it. There's no strategy. It's really just, I'm going to sit on my side of the map, you're going to sit on your side of the map, and we're going to see who's actually going to get out of this ahead. Who's going to still be standing at the end of the round. And this time around, it's ESC. That was really nicely done.
It's like an arranged gang fight almost. We'll meet under the bridge at exactly 11 o'clock, and then we'll fight it out. That's what they do.
You agree, Sir Anders?
Exactly.
You agree, sir?
Exactly. That was exactly the picture I had in mind.
Well, Navi have managed to take out 2 ESC members, so they're doing a pretty fine job as of right now. Edward's down to 2 HP though, so ESC should be able to close this out, but yeah, still potential for Navi to do some more economical damage to ESC.
Yeah, do have that Deagle there, but Edward is going to actually pick up a Galil and a grenade, so that's definitely a good reason to run away. And Guardian has Deagle, armor, and a defuse kit, so they actually have a combined 6,100 equipment value, which is a little bit too much to just toss away like that. I don't really blame Navi for wanting to save this.
It's the right way to go about it. It's not like they're going to have an opportunity to get the defuse in any case. And I think they are aware of the fact that, well, they've done pretty significant damage to ESC, so they're not going to be that keen on actually hunting after them.
Well, 9-8. ESC remaining in charge, in the lead at any rate. And they need to win this round. I think the critical round here for ESC, if they want to pull a miracle, they're going to need to win the 4th round. They're going to need to shut down Navi. We're all guessing that Guardian is probably going to be picking up an AWP if he can afford it. So if they can prevent him from having any success with that, that's going to be big. Zeus goes down. And are they going to... No, they're going to slow it down. Not really overextending themselves here, ESC. They could have kept on rushing into B, but that would have been interesting.
That's way of wording it.
Interesting is right, yeah. Interesting, you know, and if you like the color red, would have been everywhere.
Shredders.
Shredders, man. Big shredders. Edwards got that Galil, though. Rollin gets shredded. That's not going to help things, however, for Na'Vi, seeing as how the bomb has been planted on the A site. So both remaining members here for Na'Vi over on the B site. This is probably going to turn around Edward just trying to hold on to this AK for the next round.
Yeah, and Starks might be able to hold on to the glow. Or he might be actually searching for a kill here.
Yeah, nobody likes Galils anyways, right?
It's an instant regret buy, isn't it?
And when you're forced to get a Galil, you're just really sad.
Well, Edward doing work with the AK he's picked up.
Guys,
might be able to.
Too much in the Galil.
I don't like the weapon. That's how it is.
The FAMAS is the one that we really need to hit on.
Get out of here. I'll take a FAMAS over a Galil any day.
Oh.
Yeah, same.
Oh, no.
I don't like the burst fire on the FAMAS, though. The burst fire on the FAMAS is not what it used to be.
I'm surrounded by FAMAS players and World of Warcrafters. It's awful. What a day. What a day.
Oh, what has the world come to?
No, I'm stuck on the grenade again. This time I didn't even hold it down. I just literally watched it fly over the rooftop. This is painful.
Well, it's a YOLO B rush. This is actually really bad timing, Anders, because it's a straight out onto B. ESC, no fear, full YOLO onto the B site, and they get the entry. They take out Edward. They've got seized, and Guardian is down to 16 HP as well. He does get a frag on Innocent, who is holding by bench, but it's still 4 members alive here for ESC.
Back again with the camera. I think we're going to have to suspend the grenade function until we figure out exactly how that error occurs, because that's been happening a little bit too much now for it to be
We've been doing live bug testing. Live bug testing all night.
We have been doing live bug testing, you're right. Ah, yes. Well, no, go on.
Very successful round from ESC, and do any of you want to take a wild gander at what the big difference from ESC's B push and Navi's B push was?
No fear?
Yeah, they actually went for it. They actually dropped out of apartments. They actually got onto the bomb site, and Navi's rotations, because of that, didn't get to the B bomb site in time. That's pretty much what you need to do. You need to go in with no fear and actually drop down and have faith that your teammates are going to throw the right flashes and nades and cover you.
Can I just put forward a story here? It's the story of the hard carry. And on Cobble, I guess Edward felt inspired by the castles and the beautiful countryside around him, and he decided to step up for Na'Vi. He decided to wreck house, basically, and just bring that castle down. On Mirage, however, Guardian's got a thing against deserts, right? He gets sand in his eyes. It just pisses him off. And right now, he is doing ridiculous work for Na'Vi, 26-0-8. Like, runner-up on Na'Vi is Edward with 12. Like, what is up with Na'Vi? It's like one guy who just goes completely ape, and then everybody else kind of just lags behind in the single digits.
Yeah, it also kind of goes a long way to explaining why Na'Vis often struggle in tournaments. The later it kind of gets, because the chances that you will always have that one person just dropping 30, 40 kills in a game, it is a little bit slim. It's a little bit better having, 3 people who all drop, 20 each. That's just like, in the long run, that's usually going to be a little bit better. So
it's more sustainable.
Yeah, a little bit more sustainable. But you're right. Definitely a really powerful thing. And actually, since you mentioned Shredder earlier, I've come to realize that if you add the word industrial strength to almost anything, it just sounds more powerful. So maybe we'll just call it like an industrial strength carry from Guardian here. Edward picking up a good kill, and that's going to be a double as well. Seized will help out, and ESC, they tried for the man mode push again, and this time they kind of got shut down quite heavily.
Okay, hold on. I can put my finger on this one, guys. Ready?
Yes.
I believe the entire ESC team was team flashed. The first flash nade bounced off the top of the door frame right back into everybody else, and that nade is supposed to go ahead and like ease the way in for ESC. Instead, I think it flashed all of them.
Yep.
Oops.
Tiny misstep. Well, you win some and you lose some, right?
Industrial strength team flash.
You
can just think about it. You can add it to anything, and it just makes sense. Instantly, people know what you're talking about. I don't know how it's come to be. But
what are some fun things you can put industrial strength in front of?
They do it in commercials all the time. They say, like, in industrial strength cleaning chemicals, and everyone just assumes, oh, cool, there's probably such a thing.
You're not supposed to breathe that in.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you were to advertise something as industrial strength perfume, what does that mean? Is it like dangerous to be near it, or do you just smell really, really good?
Yeah, I just think it means no matter what else, if let's say you work in
overpower everything else.
Let's say you work in a sewer. You're like you're cleaning out a sewer as your part of your day job, but you still want to smell fresh. You need industrial strength perfume, so your colleagues won't think any less of you.
Working on a fishing boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, so the entire area just gets surrounded with nice smells or nice scent.
The chat is coming up with interesting proposals as well. We have industrial strength dildo coming up as one of them.
Yeah,
that sounds dangerous.
I feel like I've got like the mind of a 12-year-old, because the first thing that came to my mind was industrial strength lube, guys.
Oh wow! Whenever I think of that type of thing, I immediately think of glue.
Yeah, glue too, but
so
that's what you're saying.
Images
huffing,
in my head.
Well, I think if you wanted to sell something, if you were a salesman and you wanted to sell glue, putting the words industrial strength in front of it probably would be like that would be a good tactic. People would read that and they'd think, oh, yeah, this is what I need.
This is the one to buy.
Yeah.
Does it happen to be crazy?
Oh, that's hard. That could be an even better one. Just put in more words in front of it and it'll be really good.
Crazy. The one thing that might bother me is like industrial strength makeup. You know, it's like, you know,
You look like a
you're
clown?
stalking this
Is
girl,
that
and
what
then
it
you
is?
hear like a crack, and then it's another crack, and you're like, what's that? What's that? And then all of a sudden it's like the face shatters, and it's like an ogre you're kissing or something like that. I don't know.
It does. I mean, if you buy someone industrial strength makeup, you are kind of saying they're really ugly. You're saying,
But
you need this.
That's
you
why
really
you
need
need.
this.
That's why the girl who's using industrial strength makeup has bought you industrial strength beer.
Oh,
Oh,
I see.
okay then.
Damn. Well, we're heading into the 21st round. Unfortunately, we have to focus on the game instead. You know, this talk was much more interesting. Maybe that's going to be the topic of the next podcast that we're going to be doing. But it will be the 21st round. It's 9-11 here. ESC still with a 2-round lead, and they're going to go for a classic A push, running into Starix and sustaining a lot of damage, but coming up with a kill. Grenade rains in, and it's going a little bit too far, so actually ESC still have the men advantage, although Edward's pushing in. He only gets the 1 kill and then is sat down on the bench. Next in line is going to be Susie. Almost lines up with Edward. Now they kind of look like they've been out on a little bit of a crazy night and have fallen asleep next to the sidewalk, and it's just going to be Seized left here. 1 on 3 now as he takes down that first kill. Bomb gets planted. He's got a chance here because they are kind of low on health, but one misstep and he's going to walk into a bit of a dangerous crossfire.
Yeah, and Rollin coming on the backstab as well.
This is all about Rollin here. It's the story of the backstab. And that was actually... Did you get that too, Anders? That was like a bit of the Olympics there. Bit of a medal winner there.
But did you
Just a
happen
little
to
bit.
catch what Mouse did? Because he actually, I think he nailed Zeus. I think it was Zeus who was jumping on top of the boxes in CT spawn. And like even before he had gotten on top of the box, he just died outright because Mouse just had thrown a random spray in towards the smoke. I gave ESC a lot of breathing room, but here, Navi going aggressive and it's working out pretty well for them.
I'm not sure if he was able to spot, if Rollin was able to spot that there were 2 guys up in apartments. That might actually wreck ESC here. They're waiting for the first man out, but they may turn away, and that's exactly what happens.
Oh, Guardian. That shot that he hit with the kill, that hit Mouse as well in the background. It legged both, well, killed one, it legged the other all the way in the back here. You see the blood on the ground. So, complete shutdown. The aggressive push followed up with everything else is going to make it 12-10. And now ESC are going to be ecoing. So this is a tough position for the Polish team to be in. Navi could well get control of the game once again.
Ooh, actually taking out Guardian. Looked like Guardian didn't have head armor there.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of a blunder. Innocent actually picking up 2 frags there. So a lot of damage being done to Navi right now.
I'm pretty sure he couldn't have had head armor then, because he just took way too much damage. Yeah, actually, I can just follow it on stream, and yeah, he didn't have head armor, so that aim punch.
Yeah, it really messed him up good. And instead of surviving maybe, 3 dinks, it's just 1 dink and a body shot, and he's down. And unfortunately for ESC, whenever they get into a good groove, Mouse seems to have connection issues.
Yep.
What a weird
Shocker.
coincidence.
Shocker.
So it seems like ESC are going to play with the stand-in here for the remainder of the game. At least that's what they were saying in chat.
Already.
Who are they going to get? Are they going to get the biceps?
No, I
Is-
guess, yeah. They
or is
could
it gonna
pick
be
one of
the-
the VP
the
guys.
devil?
Well, isn't VP already playing in EPL?
Ooh.
So I'm assuming that's not going to go over well. And I guess the player pool kind of...
Return of the Lord?
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe. Who knows? I'm not really sure who they could bring in.
Why not Michu?
Oh, yeah, Michu. That's right.
Oh, that would be sick, yeah. If
Yeah.
they could bring in Michu.
If Michu's around, that would
Who
definitely be a
actually
nice...
is not called Michu, he's called Mihu, I think, if I'm not
Mihu.
mistaken. Yeah. Again, like I said, I've been trying to catch up on my Polish pronunciation, so slowly but steadily improving.
Taz has been rubbing off on you, huh?
I'm actually kind of torn whether or not you should use the national pronunciation for people's nicknames or not.
Well, I mean, we've all been sticking our mouths in our foots, or our foots in our mouths, rather, whatever. When it comes
Perfect
when it
example.
comes to Freiburg, right?
Exactly,
It's supposed to be Freiburg,
No,
but
free bye.
Freiburg, Freiburg,
And that doesn't
then
roll off the tongue.
exactly, it's Freiburg. God damn it! Like we're gonna get like an official name change for him. Like,
Until people start complaining too much. It's just that I know the Polish community have been really vocal about this. They've been sort of getting in touch with me at least a couple of times and saying, look, it's not Menis, it's Menis, and it's not Ciro or Spero or whatever. It's Spero. So Fair enough. We'll do our best.
Yeah, with Sparrow, I could definitely see it. That's kind of how I don't know. That feels right to say it that way in a sense.
Sparrow.
It's kind of like but like with Paw Shot,
it's not difficult to pronounce, right?
No. Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Sparrow, you can do. Minis, yeah, you can do as well. But like Mihu and Freeberry.
Yeah, Freeberry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Freeberry.
That's what they call him sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I guess it's like a tricky thing. I just feel, and some guy went through all the trouble to actually record himself saying the names of the Polish players. So I thought, all right, that's cool. I'm gonna listen up and see what's up.
Yeah. Well, Mihu could work.
Oh, wait, it's not Innocent who's timed out. It's Rowland.
Rowland is gone. I'm
Does that mean they have
Mouse.
2 people having issues?
Might be the whole team now. Might be the whole team now.
Crossing fingers here.
Yeah, crossing fingers. I mean, regardless, it's rough because they're gonna have to play with the stand-in versus Na'Vi. When they had momentum, they really had a shot.
Yeah.
Rowland's back though, so
I mean, I don't know. They're gonna have to get basically
industrial
strength stand-in.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah,
exactly. Industrial strength stand-in. That was going to be the thing. Or just Rowland, which is all right. This can be
industrial strength courage, dude. That's what they need.
It can work for anything. That's what I'm saying. Absolutely anything.
I guess the makeup did have a few faults with it.
There were some unpleasant implications. Yeah, you're right. Some of that didn't quite work out.
We'll have to tweak it, I suppose.
Ah.
We'll think of something.
We'll find a way.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's something to check into while we wait. Find the worst things you can put industrial strength in front of. And obviously, not the most obvious ones, okay?
Yeah.
Try to be creative.
How good would it be? The glasses that I was wearing, why can't the terrorists be wearing them? They're all wearing glasses.
Because it's not New Year's, Anders.
And it wouldn't be fair because they're so shiny, seeing how they're made of pure gold, that the reflection from the sun would just blind everyone on the CT side.
Well,
or it would really stand out for Oppers. Like Guardian, he just spots you like that.
Yeah, you see like a sun ray just moving towards mid.
You'd have to buy them in the game. Like, do I want a pistol, or they could be like $2,000. I mean, that's what I paid for mine. So,
are you really advocating hats in CS? Are you actually going there?
I mean, it worked out great for Team Fortress, so I don't see why not.
He's gone off the deep end, ladies and gents. That's it. Glasses, they've done something to his brain.
Industrial strength feminism. Oh,
that sounds scary.
That is scary. There's some industrial strength ducks. What?
Ducks?
I don't know.
Would they be the kind of ducks that like take over the world, or are they just like really vicious?
Industrial strength DDoS is pretty good as well.
Anders,
yes.
Come back, check Skype. Don't worry, brother. I've got your back. I'm with you.
All right, let me see if I can figure out how to do this properly. Oh,
I love Ben. This is actually the Muslim's hat. He left it here at the office.
Really? I think we might be able to actually
bring that on cam.
Just
Oh, you got the glasses. I mean, that's the thing, Ben. Now it's on you. We got to get a cam on you, and you got to come up with something because if Anders is going to raise the bar with the glasses,
But you know what what I mentioned last night, so I think I've got all of that pretty set up with the props and whatnot.
Okay then.
Well, I mean, remember the guy that's currently being challenged here, and as far as I know, he's sort of picked up the challenge as well as James over from the Face It stream.
How does he top this?
I don't know. He said he was going to come up with something tonight, and the whole reason this happened is that he may not have realized that he put this challenge out there, but he brought props into the stream, which we haven't gone there before. And I thought, okay, James, I see your flip knife comb on stream. I can
and you raise your golden glasses.
Golden glasses, yeah, why not? We'll see where this goes. More people are welcome to join in, but now the first blow has been struck.
The question is, how far is it going to go? Are we going to have you guys at the next major sitting in like a one piece with like, I don't even know.
Well, I think we used industrial makeup in DreamHack Winter already, so
okay.
I mean, we all look like vampires. So this is definitely, we're going down that right road, right, mate? Like we're getting there.
In the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
That could be. It could well be. Not sure what the talk is about here. I'm not really understanding what's going on. But
I think they're talking like Navi are curious to figure out who ESC are bringing in as a
stand-in.
As a stand-in, yeah.
Well, I'm curious too. I'm still looking at the chat.
Are they coming up with good suggestions here?
There's been some interesting ones. A lot that we can't actually say on stream, you know.
Yeah.
We're gonna get in trouble with ESL and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think I saw one that it was one of the ones I thought of that should never be uttered out loud.
Yeah.
Industrial strength taxes. That sounds pretty horrifying.
Ouch. Don't 1%.
Church tax?
Which actually,
Really?
I'm really not a part of it, so I might not be paying the 1%. Actually, I never signed up. I thought there were other cooler clubs to be part of, but
Yeah, like the chess club and CS club.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it is the 24th round. It seems like we are back in it, and we have Exus here instead. So I'm not exactly sure who that is. Industrial strength stand-in. We have to hope for ESC because they are only one round away from being equalized here by Navi. The auto sniper though, not doing much. Zeus is going to walk in, but Minis did take down Edward. Exus falls and Guardian with the follow of AWP. Bomb is planted in a great spot, but they only have 2 people holding it. This is going to be tough.
This is all down to patience now. Can Innocent actually find the angle? Starks with the auto sniper from CT is just going to catch Innocent's shoulder, and that's pretty much going to spell the doom here for ESC unless Roland can come up with something magical. He's on the way, though. He's got 2 frags, but Starks manages to get right around that smoke and block him off. And there you have it. Navi, 12 rounds. They're even now on the board, 12-12, and Navi at this point have a pretty firm lead.
That's where we're at this point. 25th round coming up. Eco round here for ESC. Even with the bomb plant, it's not enough. They've lost 3 rounds in a row, so the round loss bonus is not going to save them. They're going to go... Are they going to go for a rush? It'd actually be super cool if they did it right now. Then Starrick should be all alone.
Yeah,
Please,
what kind of a
ESC.
setup is Navi bringing up?
I've seen this before, but they're doing it in the wrong round, basically. They're going to get smoked out here. Auto Sniper picks off 1, but there should be a bomb plant. And that in itself would be a bit of a win. Exus, no, he goes down and C shows up in time. So what Navi do this round is they anticipate a B-rush, so they put 4 people here. When they don't hear anyone, and you kind of know when they're running out so short, you can hear people if they're rushing. So when they don't hear anyone, they go back down the middle, 2 people. One of them goes into the whorehouse and ends up in the window room. The other one is sort of just covering middle. And eventually they can, switch around even more if they want to. But it's actually kind of a cool idea. Just that if ESC had been a little bit faster that round, that could have been crazy.
Yeah, I get the idea behind this setup, but I'm just curious as to why they wanted to do it versus an eco. Because surely they had the overview of what kind of economy ESC were at. So, yeah, bolstering up that heavily for defending an eco, that seems a bit weird. But they did the same this round, which makes more sense.
Edward going to pick off Rallen as well, and seized with a good shot there onto Manise. It's down to Exus and Innocent.
Yeah, and I think C saw the bomb as well.
It's about to be a 2-round lead here. C's somehow living, and the wall bangs are definitely real. He's down to 10 health before even getting out. You can shoot right through this wooden panel here, and who is that? Well, someone was definitely shooting through from out there. So 14-12, heading into the 27th round. I don't know. I don't know how ESC are going to get back into this game. They might have to try and fight on overpass instead, see if that's going to be more successful.
Yeah, that seems like the most realistic thing to hope for at this point. But again, Navi stack it up heavily towards the bomb side, so there is an opportunity for ESC to take advantage of this as long as they're quick. But it seems like the smoke's thrown out by Starks is going to hold them back long enough for Navi to make the proper rotations. But Navi are holding really defensively. It seems like they're very comfortable with actually doing retakes towards the A-bomb site, which is something we've seen from them quite a bit actually on this map.
Oh, HE out right at the feet, and Starix with a follow-up double with the auto sniper. Could not have been more perfect. Now it's the triple, now it's the quad, and it's going to be down to Rallen all alone. Finally, they take him down, but that grenade and the auto sniper combo, just way too deadly. Guardian at 31 kills, still doing pretty well here in the second half, and it's currently map point for Na'Vi, which would bring us into a third map. It is ESC winning the first one, and my god, they came close to winning the second one as well.
Yeah, they came very close. Couple rounds, that was all the difference. And
we were
now
talking
Na'Vi.
about that swing, right?
Yeah, it's just those
ESC
2
could have been up
rounds.
14 rounds, potentially, and even more, obviously, if that CT side hadn't gone the way it did.
Yeah, it's just 2 rounds, basically, that decided everything. But Miniz, Miniz is going to pick up the first entry here, but Zeus is actually going to return on him. So back into a 4-on-4 here. This still favors ESC, despite the fact that Sparrow has taken quite a bit of damage. They
Look
did
at Rallen. He's
manage to
walking
take
out
out
ready.
Starix.
This is perfect. Taking down Guardian. This really works for them now. Zeus is going to drop as well. If they bring this overtime, that'd be very interesting here. But Edward is going to take down Rallen, and it's not quite over yet.
It's looking like it is going to be this A play after all. Edward catching on as well. Nades are sailing in, so now he has to know. And that bomb plant is certainly going to give it away. So now the question is, can he actually find that headshot that he's looking for right now? X is standing in the back corner. He sees now rotated over from the B site, but he's going to get caught by Sparrow. This is all down to Edward now. 1v3. Good spray on the first, but he's not going to live through the second. And Sparrow will hunt him down. No hope there for Na'Vi towards the end. But mountains of cash.
Yeah, that is the downside for ESC. Obviously, they would have loved to be in a situation where they would have forced Na'Vi to have an eco now and fight for the overtime. So they're going to have to somehow figure out a way to get through that auto sniper defense that they have on A, because they really seem to be going a lot towards A as of late. So they need to handle Starix quickly if they want to get to another round. Like, if they want to bring this to overtime, they need to deal with Starix.
Sparrow taking down Guardian. Some nice jump up from underpass there to take him out. Minis going to be walking out right into Zeus, and Zeus does win that battle, so a quick 1-for-1 trade, as still feels like ESC are eventually going to end up at the A bomb site, but it might take them a little while, because I think if they can get Rallen to pick up someone over here before they go, that would be such a big deal. But how is he going to guess that Caesar's here? If he does guess it, it's going to be a whole bunch of people spamming back in the chat, without a doubt.
Well, look at the rotation Na'Vi are making. They're actually, as I say that, okay, a bit of an indecision from Na'Vi, but they're rotating 2 people over towards that B bomb site, and this is a big opening for ESC.
This is golden right now. They can get out onto this site. They've got Innocent pushing towards CT as well. It's going to be dancing right on the edge, and he picks off Zeus before Zeus can get in position. Edward now has to worry about getting flanked, but Rollin has worked his way onto short. Easy frag there for Edward, but he's far too far to really have an impact here throughout the rest of this half. He's just not going to be able to close the gap. Wow, and he gets spotted as well. He gets spotted as well from Connector. So this is it. Edward has to back off. Best case scenario, he holds onto his gun. But not even that.
No. Great work from Rallen. Actually, he was no-scoping one of the kills up there, so that was good fun with the auto sniper as well. 15-14. Na'Vi have enough money to make this buy happen, and this is the closest it's even possible to playing in normal time. If Na'Vi just win 16-14 here, given the disconnect that was happening earlier, it's almost like it's going to be the ultimate insult to ESC, considering that they would have very, very likely won the game, if not that. Oh my, this is upsetting. Actually, this is the one scenario I can think of where the one Polish word that I know actually is
fitting.
Is valid. Yeah, exactly. It makes sense now.
I'm pretty sure they're saying it a lot over there.
I've been
Or they
seeing
have,
in
at
the
least.
chat. Yeah, unfortunate here. Starix using that smoke as a plain wall, just ignoring Innocent on the other side so he can look up into apartments. In the middle, Exodus is waiting. He takes out Guardian. Good shot there. Zeus with the return on to Minis. And Innocent is waiting right at the edge. A follow-up smoke, but not quick enough. Starix goes down. We might still see overtime. It's not really in effect yet, but it could happen. It's down to whether or not Zeus, and especially Edward as well, can do really well. That's a good headshot on Innocent. Edward in the middle. He's going to find Sparrow, and now it's down to X's and Rallen. Rallen going to roll right in and take out Zeus. So 2-on-2. This is a crazy situation.
Oh, hell, he actually takes that fight versus Edward as well on short. Does good damage, drops Edward down to 34, but they've got the bomb plant and control of A site now. ESC, they're 2 frags away.
We got lots of nades too.
It's going to be big. Nice flash there to open things up for Seized, however, and he's going to pin Rollin down and catch him behind the box. Now it's all down to Exus, 1v2. Can he actually hold here? Bomb is planted for him, so he can do it. He just needs to land the shots.
There's the one. Seized, diffusing. He's still diffusing. Oh, no.
No.
That's going to be the most... This is the most painful way to lose a game like that. 16-14. Na'Vi are going to be able to take it.